Si has jugado State of Decay, te habrás dado cuenta que en algunas ocasiones, los supervivientes, cuentan algunas anécdotas interesantes de su vida. Pues bien, en este video te mostraré algunas de las anécdotas de los supervivientes en State of Decay.
Do you have any idea how many felonies were probably on record as committing? These days, just about every place has security cameras. And a lot of those systems have battery backups in case the power fails. I used to install the things for a living, and trust me, the expensive ones can survive a hell of a lot more than this. Wouldn't surprise me if this whole thing ends with all of us arrested for trespassing and grand larceny. Through town. The last one before, I mean. We'd gotten into this big fight, my son and I. He was dropping out of school, you see. His father and I tried to talk some sense into him. I threatened to cut him off. It got ugly. That boy always was stubborn. Got it from me. It had been almost a month, not a peep from him, and I was coming back from work, and I almost turned onto the highway to go talk to him in person. But I decided to come home instead. I had an early morning the next day. As if that matters now.
Backup? I guess I've always bitten off more than I can chew. Like that time when I hit on Richie Peters' girlfriend. Man, that was a mistake. So, not only does he beat the shit out of me, right? She breaks up with him over it and starts going out with me. Turns out she's a total fucking psycho. She handcuffed me to her futon and threatened me with a knife because she saw me talking to my sister. Yeah, true story. Eating dead people, you know, this place is kind of quaint. I'm not even from here, you know? I should have been on a flight to visit my folks, but my mom, she's got this medical marijuana prescription, right? So the dispensary she uses gets raided a week before my trip. Anyway, she asks me to bring her some of the product, so I have to drive instead. And the car breaks down just outside of Trumbull, and this was the cheapest place that the tow truck could take me to. Damn, I should have told that guy to haul my ass to a city.
Death in the face to make you reevaluate your life decisions. Like back in college, I was in a car accident. I was stupid, trying to drive home after a frat party. Lost control and swerved off the road. Wrapped my car around a tree. Didn't hurt anybody else, thank God. 3 weeks in traction really made me think about the direction I was going. I got out of the hospital and I swore I was gonna clean up my act, get sober, and turn my life around. And then the dead started rising from the grave and eating people. Fuck it, I need a drink.
In the past 2 weeks than I have in the last 5 years. I was always sort of a homebody. Pretty much just shuttled between home and work. Maybe the occasional stop for takeout. I know. Exciting life, right? Hell, I barely knew how to get to the post office. Took this shit to break me out of my shell.
Roped into playing Santa at the company Christmas party every year. Man, I hated it. The costume was hot, the beard was itchy, and if the boss thought you weren't suitably excited about whatever crappy little novelty gift came out of the sack, he'd chew your ass out for bringing down morale. People used to hide when they saw me coming. You believe that? Grown-ass men and women hiding from Santa.
Ended up in Jerry Haskins' place. Pictures of the smug son of a bitch with celebrities all over the walls. Typical Jerry. Look how important I am. But I'm digging through his place looking for some duct tape. I know, right? Like that asshole to have duct tape. And in the junk drawer in his kitchen, I find these pictures that, well, trust me, I'll never look at the tailpipe of the 72 Falconer hatchback the same way again. Jesus, if he was still around, I'd never let him hear the end of it. No point in speaking ill of the dead, though.
Get this guy online. I know, it's corny as hell, shut up. Anyways, I was gonna fly over there and visit him. See if maybe London was the kind of place I could live. You know, like nobody has guns over there. Can't imagine how much worse things are for him.
You're avoiding zombies. I mean, you spend your whole life in a place, but until you're climbing fences and running through backyards, you really don't see how it all fits together. Like, I never knew Bill Mahoney's backyard had an unobstructed view right into Katie St. John's bedroom window. Guess that's why he paid 3 times what that dump was worth.
Lost my virginity back there. Me and Lucy Corcoran, junior year. She had this thing where... yeah, sorry, too much information.